Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty starting riots right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. And every single week, you come and you watch these great interviews, and you still ain't subscribed. What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on too.
I'm your host, Biko, the illest, coming through your stereo. Got Pretty Riot, got Illinois Jones with me, and as always, we bring you all the illest guests from around the city and globe. Got a very special guest. It's not her first time, it's her second time. And she killed the ill style, which we're going to talk about for the second time. She's repping out west. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But let's just jump into it, man. Welcome, Asavv. Welcome back.
Asavv.
What's going on, G?
Hey.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And since the last time you was here,
Yeah.
your ass been stepping on shit, G.
Bow, bow. Big heavy stepper.
Doing my shit.
I'm proud of you, gang.
Thank you.
I always had we was at the Canopy Club down in Champaign, Urbana.
Yeah, man.
And,
Big Million Festival.
Yeah, we was there, and you know the seats we had, we could see everything. And during your performance, you had that bitch rocking.
Period.
That whole front shit was like a fucking wave.
Yeah.
They was feeling that shit, and you had dancers. You did it. You put on the fucking.
I turned that motherfucker
Thank
up,
you.
man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And one of the dopest things that really caught my attention too was like the crowd and their reaction, and how predominantly the crowd was white.
Yeah.
And they was rocking and
every
like,
word to your shit.
And like going in.
I'm fucking Hannah Montana. No,
Yeah. Hey, you the hood's rock star.
Nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So was that your first time rocking the Pygmalion Festival?
My first time, the festival, yes. This is not my first time performing at the Canopy Club, but yes, definitely Pygmalion Festival.
That was your. It seemed like you've been on that stage quite some time. Like it seemed like you've been on that festival lineup before, like to just see everybody rocking with you and know your words.
No, that was a totally different crowd from what I used to. I usually perform in front of predominantly black crowds, so that was my first time, and it's been up ever since for sure.
Wait, go ahead.
Oh, how does that make you feel knowing that like you appeal to different types of people? Because that's not easy to do.
It's not surprising because I like different culture music as well. Like, I grew up, I listened to like 3 6 Mafia and Memphis type of music, crunk type beats. That's what is my household stuff because my family's from Memphis. But like on television and the things that was around me, it was like Lemonade Mouth, Disney Channel had Rockstar, Camp Rock and stuff like that. And then I started liking Juice WRLD. So it's not, you know.
What's a song or like an album or artist that somebody would look at you and not expect you to listen to?
I like Escape the Fate. It's a rock band. If y'all go listen to Escape the Fate, Reverse This Curse, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, it's real rock shit. But I like the guitar, so.
So you be in the heavy metal shit?
Yes. Absolutely.
How you do the heavy metal when they just be screaming?
Because it has to be. They don't always just be screaming. They be
talk to
saying
us. Let
some
us know.
shit.
Let people know.
Because I didn't heard heavy metal and it just sound like they screaming.
So it's definitely a large portion of heavy metal that just like real hardcore screaming, like just rage type music for you to get around and bounce. But then there's like screaming music that's just telling your feelings, and it's like not necessarily
so I'm just screaming my feelings out.
Yeah, like fuck.
That sounds like therapy.
Yeah,
I know.
it is. It is. So that's why I love it.
Okay, I love that.
And at the festival, it was a diverse lineup as well. It was rock on there. It was like folk. Like it was just different genres on the lineup. And I want to know for you going on that stage, knowing that this was a predominantly different crowd that you normally perform for, and the lineup was different. Did you kind of like, I guess, want to change? Did you think about changing the way you perform at all? Or?
No, I think that no matter where I'm performing, whether it's a hip hop stage or nothing, I always involve a rock element because that's just who I am. And then my performance is like, if you go watch back, it's shaking my hair up and down, my wig about to fall off, jumping up on the stage, getting in the crowd, inviting people on the crowd. Like, no matter what type of music I'm making, I want the crowd to feel involved and feel me. So I didn't have to change myself at all. I think the way that I perform just flows in whatever energy I'm at because it's just always high energy.
That's exactly what that was. We felt it. Me, Jones, we was there, and
I was like, damn, she got this motherfucker turned. They knew songs word from word and shit.
Wow.
So I got a question. So like hearing like it seemed like you put so much into your sets. What type of things do you do to prepare for your sets? Because I just seen Glorilla post that she going on tour and she doing like a 30-day fast. So do you do anything like in specific, or like you got a specific ritual?
I spend all my money. What I do is, I'm telling you, I dress my dancers from head to toe. Anything that they have on, I buy them. If they need their hair done, I pay for it. If they need shoes, I buy it because they're helping me. And then it's also a whole practices at my home in my own house. So
Say that money.
That's time consuming, yeah. And then you just have to make sure everybody good. So beforehand, make sure the dancers eat, make sure it's some liquor, make sure everybody turned up. It's like I have to be a host as well. Even though the venue is hosting me, I have to host the people who came to support me so that they can continue to want to do this, you know?
But is anybody making sure Asavv
Absolutely
is
not.
good?
Asavv, make sure Asavv is good. You know what? I actually want to give a shout out because I am newly signed to my team because they very much on hands, but they don't make no money off my shows. I make money off my shows. The only thing my team make money off of is music, and barely that, because I made sure my paperwork was good. And so when you choose to go that route, though, you have to do a lot of things by yourself financially, set up things by yourself, get yourself booked. So it ultimately does come down to me a lot. But yeah.
When you say team, are you talking Trench House?
Yes, Trench House. Shout out Trench House, DJ Meech and Scott.
Can you break down Trench House a little more? Are they a label? Or?
Yeah, so Trench House is a new label, very, very new, actually established at the end of 2024. However, it has some heavy hitters behind the scenes. So I don't want to go like too much in depth because I don't know how much I'm supposed to be talking about, but I do want to shout out Amy from 10K Project. She's over here on Trench House. I want to shout out DJ Meech, who produced Sexy Red's first project. He's over here on Trench House. I want to shout out Scott, the owner of Prairie with a lot of big label names. He is the owner of Trench House. So basically, imagine all the people who behind the scenes pushing all these big people come together like we want to do our own shit and start from the ground up. And so we found an artist who maybe don't have the biggest platforms yet, but they got talent, they got drive, they got, a goal. So that's where I come in at, yeah.
Is that what led you to want to sign with the label?
Absolutely.
Or what led you to want to sign?
I'm the first lady. I came at the beginning of it, so they gave me a lot of, I ain't gonna lie, leeway. I'm learning a lot. It gives me opportunity to be able to sign other people through myself. It gives me an opportunity to meet with a lot of labels. You get signed and you don't meet the person that's the owner until the very end, or if ever. I'm right hand in hand with the people that's running this shit, sitting at the meetings, seeing those Zooms, learning this shit myself. So the opportunity to not have to sell my soul, I own all my masters, and split my royalties the way that I wanted to be split it, and be able to just learn. I would call this like a fucking record deal for like beginners, like a college student record deal. You get in, you get you some good money, you ain't selling your soul, and you learning the ins and outs, and it's not for the rest of my life.
It seems like you like super intrigued with learning the business.
Absolutely. Because also what I learned is humbly the people behind the camera make more money than every motherfucker on the stage. So, yeah.
That's news to my ears.
For real though.
No, real shit.
Because we wouldn't exist without y'all. The person recording this right now, we couldn't get this out without him.
Raw shit.
So what? Like, and a lot of shit don't happen unless you record it. So you gotta have people who can record your shit and push it out and edit it in the way that an audience can, access it in a good way.
So before we go into this break, Asavv, I heard you mention college. We see you a lot at U of I. Even at the festival, million festivals at U of I. Are you currently in school there?
I did take a semester break when I got signed because I'm gone every other week. So I couldn't honestly sit down. I'm going to finish school because I only got one more semester left. But I did take a break to kind of see how I'm going to work this because I make way more money on my label than I ever did in school, and I'm a foster kid. So it's like, you gotta choose sometimes, and I chose my fucking dreams and the money, but at the same time, I'm very smart. I still have been able to be a teacher without my degree, and my credits is always there. So yeah,
we gonna chime in more on that in a second, man. Y'all keep it locked. Asavv is in the building.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl Pretty Right, and I'm sitting pretty, starting riots right here on Illinois.
I'm gonna let you finish, but did you tell them to listen to iLLANOiZE Radio?
Every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m.
Well, I was getting to that, but y'all made a point, so I hope y'all tune in.
Do that.
Wow.
So before the break, you mentioned like you still are able to teach. So tell me a little bit more about what you teach, like the type of students you teach.
Okay, so first off, I want to get a shout out to Lamont Holden for, he's a teacher at the university. Not only a professor of the University of Illinois Music Building, Word of mouth is a great thing. So because I've worked with Lamar Holden independently in the studio and stuff like that, I was able to do an internship at the University of Illinois' audio technology and engineering for students in performance etiquette, basically teaching kids how to rap, make beats, and then pairing them, whoever want to rap, whoever want to make a beat, y'all come together, let's make a song. And then once y'all make that song, we're going to take y'all to the studio to record it. Once y'all record it, we're going to take y'all to Canopy to practice performing. And then you're going to have a big performance at Canopy with your family, friends. Yeah, so that's what I do. Intervals of camp where I just teach students performance etiquette and audio technology.
What's that like? What's the age group?
It goes from 8 to 18 years old.
Oh, okay. So what does it feel like to be able to help people like so close in age, like to you? Because I know you're not like obviously like their age, but you're still like younger, you know. So what does it feel like to be able to impact the youth like that?
It's a blessing. I always say if I could start it early, I would have started at 2. So yeah, being able to teach kids stuff that they want to do, and then also. When you, like a lot of them, the kids that I've worked with from learning and actually talk to them, they also in foster care. So that's crazy because it's always the foster kids looking for an after school program because we don't have shit to do anyways. And it's like, it just feels good to know that I'm not only giving them something to do, but something to believe in too, because I think that every time that I go farther, it gets them more involved in creating an art because they feel like they could do something with it. Like it could take them out of their situation just like it did me, and it can. So it's motivating.
What's something for you to be a foster kid and grow up in that system? What is it like for you to give back to the same kids?
It's so important because like I always just think about what I would have wanted and what I would have needed. So anytime I'm just able to give back, whether that's through financial, teaching, just take you to the studio with me, I'm gonna give you my number, you could call me when shit ain't going right at home. That's so important because I know that I don't think I would be alive if I hadn't made it here without the village around me, because I didn't have that village at home. It ended up being the people at school that kept me inspired to get an education. It ended up being my friends and they parents that kept me like, motivated to do something with my life, because if my parents wasn't happy or proud of me, then they was. Right. So yeah, it's important to be that community for kids because you might be the only motherfucker that's keeping them going.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like coming from foster care, and how long have you been teaching?
2 years now.
2 years. So coming from foster care and teaching, have you seen any trends within the students that, like, whether it's their developmental stage or they're, like, just growing in general? Have you seen any trends that you see needs fixing?
Yeah, I think that we gotta be more gentle. I'm gonna be honest. Even at working at my job, the kids that act out the most, they need the most love. And all that, like yelling at a kid and only punishing them and not really talking to them, like, yo, what the fuck is going on with you? Like, why you acting like that? That will make a drive a kid off the edge. I don't want to say my kid's name, but people know who I'm talking about that I've worked with. There's this one boy at the school, and he was just like he got into it with all the students, especially the girls, and he was always like very crying and whining and stuff like that because we would always punish him though. It's like, oh, you being bad, you know what, go sit in the back or go. But once me and this other dude, shout out Simba P, came together and Lamar Holden both got us that job, and we like, we're gonna sit right here, we're gonna work with him individually because he needed that, obviously. And he got on stage at the end of the performance and like everybody, including the director, was like, wow, like I can't believe. But the thing is, we had to show him some attention. Some kids do need a little more attention because they ain't getting it at home, and we have as adults have to be responsible for that instead of just coming to work to get a check and do your job. You know what I'm saying? Because your job is more like when you leave there, your job and the impact that you have on that kid follows them. So yeah.
Real.
Damn, that's hold on.
Drop that knowledge, son.
Real. I know, I'm very curious, like, just being in foster care, how would you say, like, you created, like, a support system because you don't have the support system of having a family, which most people just get their family. So, like, how did you go about creating a support system for yourself so that it got you to the point where you are today?
I'm going to be honest, and this is not something that's easy. I was a very vulnerable kid. Everybody knows. Shout out Mr. Derek, my teacher. I used to tell. I'm coming to school, and it's getting to a point where my life is in danger, and I can't do my schoolwork because let me tell you something. When you broke and you poor and you don't got shit, them A's and B's really matter to you. So when it came to a point where I can't even be on the honor roll and these bitches talking about me all school year and I can't even do my work at home, I'm telling somebody because I have no way to defend myself, not academically, not physically, nothing. So I think that just me being vocal about like, look, this was going on with me and I need help. That helps me. A lot of people are scared to speak up because also when you come from a black family especially, what happens in this house stay in this house. But what happened in my house literally almost killed me. So I had to, and then speaking up changed my life. I could have probably died if I would have shut it the fuck up, but now I'm here because I didn't. So
I love that. Well, not
Same.
the not the
Yeah, not the bad.
not the bad stuff. But no, I
Not the
do
bad.
not the bad stuff. But I do love that you took your experience and like you're able to give that back to the community. Like we
Hell yeah.
need that, you know. And I feel like it may be somewhat healing for you. But I saw something on TikTok that was like sometimes that we so worried about going viral when God just may want to touch one person. And it seems like you really like I have the opportunity to touch people more than just like the internet, you know, like the internet is cool, but like I think what you do with kids and like working with the youth and like knowing your background, that's real dope, and I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Hell yeah. I want to know, before we get into this break, how were you able to, like, because you say you were very vulnerable. How the hell were you able to trust again?
Honestly, it becomes hard because, you know, you have to be, to me, how I was one person at home, and when I used to come to school, I had to be another person because before I started telling, I just looked like this pretty girl who always on the honor roll, but I'm at home getting my ass beat for no reason. So I think that trusting just came from when I spoke up, the people who I did speak up to helped me. Now, not everybody helped me. I have family members who I spoke up to who watched me suffer and stuff like that. But just trusting the fact that somebody's gonna care. Like you gotta I believe in God. You gotta have faith of the mustard seed. If 100 people turn you away, you gotta pray that 100 people more, you're gonna get another opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just what it is. I still struggle with trust. I still struggle with relationships. I still struggle with friendships because my upbringing very much impacted me. But also I'm a grown ass woman, so I gotta go to therapy and fix that shit because it's nobody else's responsibility to deal with my trauma but me.
Now, before break, we was talking about, you know, you growing up in foster care. What I want to know is, like, during that time period, like, when did you want to start making music? Like, what was it like? I want to write. I want to get in the studio. Like, what was that process, those steps?
I think, you know, when I was coming up, we had Music Choice on TV, like all the TVs. If you had like Comcast cable. So I was obsessed with Young Money. Young Money was coming up when I was young, and the music made me feel like an escape. Like I felt like a bad bitch. No matter what I was going on, even as a little girl, I just feel like that girl, and I was listening to music, and I was like, wow, I want to feel like this all the time. So let me make music. And that's what I did. And I've been rapping, like, even in a show and tell in school, show and tell in foster care is like, that's what I would do. I ain't have shit to show but my raps. So, yeah.
You be rapping your ass off, too.
Thank you.
Like, you be putting some bars together.
Thank you.
How long have you been, how long have you been within, I'm just saying, how long have you been writing?
I would say, like, writing music since, like, 8 years old, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you be putting them bars
What
together.
you was writing about at 8?
I would make school raps. Like, oh my God, we used to have this thing called Gold Stars in, like, second grade, and it's like you get it when you just like have a good week, you stay on green the whole week, and you got good grades. And I'm like, yeah, these bitches can't get no gold stars like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to stay on the honor roll.
So you was popping your honor roll shit.
Yes.
I love
Elaine Lock, no. Every year I never missed the honor roll. Like literally all 4 quarters, and no matter what I was going through at home. So yeah.
School first. What was, I want to say, like, what's, for you, what's one of your highest accomplishments in school that, you know, to this day you appreciate?
I graduated Westinghouse top 3 SAT score of my school, and I was homeless when I took my SAT.
Amen.
Like, let's really talk about it. No, I'm dead serious. And I attended every SAT prep class, homeless as fuck. I didn't care because, you want to know what? That was my only way to get out, because if you can't attend school every day, you know, your grades going to slip gradually, even though math still stayed pretty decent. But that SAT score can take you anywhere, and that's exactly what it did. It got me my escape.
Damn, girl. Well, you say you, so if you don't mind me, what were you say you were homeless? Like, were you in a car?
So yeah, so basically when I was 14, I had got adopted to my auntie, but she never officially adopted me. She did like a temporary house placement. And so when I used to get in trouble, I didn't get regular punishments. I got kicked the fuck out because I wasn't her real kid. That's how I felt. I don't know if that's what the way that she was seeing it, but I did notice anytime her real kids got punished, regular punishments. I got punishments like extreme ass shit, like your husband smashing my phone in my face, take all your shit and get out, and whatever you bought, leave it here. And I'm fucking 15. I never bought nothing, so I gotta go outside by myself. So I was trying to stay with my dad. His baby mama didn't like me because he used to cheat on her with my mom. So it ended up her not feeding me, kicking me out, leaving me locked outside the door sometimes. I would go to my godmama house, my goddaddy house, anybody that was friends of my mom who I knew would just like let me spend the night for a few days. And I was taking the bus every day and a train from out south to school every day. Any of my close friends could tell you this. Like, I missed a lot of school days sophomore year because I was more worried about where to lay my head. But that junior year, when I got that call, like, look, your grade's slipping. If you don't do right this year, you're going to be held back. I'm like, nah, I can't do this shit for another year. I got to go. I tightened up no matter what I had going on.
Damn.
In that point, like, where do you feel like your fight came from to just stay up? Like, because a lot of people fold in that shit. Like, and you a kid with no help, but you stayed on business.
I really just feel like, honestly, I'm gonna be for real. High school is a fucked up place, especially when you broke. So I went to Westinghouse High School. Bitches was Gucci down, bundles, everything. I felt like almost nothing. People will treat you like you nothing. And I just wanted to go. Like, I wanted my life to be different. I really felt like I was either get out of here or kill yourself. That's how I felt. And I didn't want to die because I believe in God. But shit, that was something that motivated me, not wanting to die, or it's like this or that, because I couldn't do that shit for no more longer. I was tired of finding somewhere to lay my head. I was tired of getting begged for, can you help me get my hair done? Can you give me some shoes? Oh my God, my birthday coming up. Can we? No, I didn't want to ask motherfuckers no more. And now I love my family, but a lot of them barely hear from me because I'm good now. And that's all I wanted to do, was be able to be good. So yeah.
Is there? Go ahead, sis.
No, go ahead.
Is there a relationship? Is it? Do you all have some type of relationship
I be
established
trying.
now?
I try so hard to have a relationship with my family. I love my grandma. She's tatted on me. But like my adoptive parents, it's even at this point, like they hindering the relationship between me and my siblings. It's kind of like however my parents feel about me, then they're gonna create that drift between me and my siblings, like my birth siblings. And so it kind of made me hate them. And when I was growing up, my auntie used to always tell me like, you know, I don't know why you sad now. You got a PS4 now. You got this now, because you know I grew up relatively poor with my mom. But it's like nobody ever fucking listened to me. And it got to a point where even me deciding to take a break from college and chase my dreams, it was a little bit of me saying fuck them, because it's like y'all keep telling me what to do, and then I go to school but nobody's helping me. Go to school, nobody visiting me. Go to school, I don't got no fucking support. I'm literally out here dying to appease y'all, and y'all never, no matter how good I do, y'all never help me. So yeah, I mean, like, I love them because I was born into them, and I do appreciate the help that they did offer along the way, but I didn't have no emotional guidance my whole childhood. And I think my sister is going through the same thing, to be honest, right now.
What was the moment that made you put Asavv first?
When Asavv, didn't have nobody but Asavv. So my sophomore year of, like, I was going into my sophomore year at EIU, and financially living somewhere else when you don't have like parents is really hard. So I was going through some of my first my beginning year, and I was like, you know what, I want to come home and try school, and nobody would let me come home. So I damn near was like a little bit homeless again during college, but I got a job. I was staying at the Red Roof Inn Hotel in Champaign. I got a job at McDonald's. I started back working. I met the Lamont Holden. I started going to EIU. But that period right there, when it was always outside resources, and I got to keep shouting out Lamont Holden, if I hadn't met him in that time, I don't know where the fuck I would be. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, once I realized that everybody else around me is helping me way more than the motherfuckers that's in my face and who coochie I came out of, it was like, all right, cool.
I wanted to go back for a second. I didn't want to interrupt. You say you went to Westinghouse. My sister went to Westinghouse.
Yeah.
Which Westinghouse did you go to?
The new Westinghouse on Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know, because I know the past Westinghouse they knocked down and they made the new Westinghouse the college prep.
Yeah, that's
and a lot of students from there that's been graduating has been doing phenomenal, and it literally we seeing it now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Westinghouse, man.
Shout out Westinghouse.
You know, shout out Westinghouse.
Do you feel like people underestimate you, not knowing that you was putting up them type of grades in school? Like, do you ever feel that?
Yeah, when you do good grades in school, they gonna treat you like a dork. What the fuck? Like, yes, what I was really like out here grinding for real. I ain't gonna lie, I did a lot of more shit than a lot of people in my school because I had to survive, but it'll get overlooked because, oh, she was on the SAT. Like, I had to speak to the motherfucking junior class, the sophomore class when I was a junior, and tell them how to get the score that I got. So when you doing shit like that, they like, oh yeah, this nerd ass bitch, and she ain't coming in here with no Gucci, this just a nerd ass bitch. But now all them motherfuckers who peaked in high school, fucked up, pregnant, baby daddies, kids on kids on kids, careers. I'm not even trying to wish that on them, but I'm trying to tell you that shit that you doing to them people in high school who in the background is gonna catch up to you. Cause God don't like ugly, and God really waiting to bless them motherfuckers while you think it's cool, while you're young and dumb.
He been blessing you. You know, the music been doing phenomenal. A lot of people may know you from the group Crush. I gotta ask you, how has life been after Crush?
Life after Crush has been good. Honestly, I will say I'm still thankful for the opportunity of Crush. I'm still thankful for the girls that I met who I did get the opportunities to work hard for and create a drive with. When Crush ended, I was scared that it would be like, oof, you know what I'm saying? Because the person who was managing us had a lot of connections, all this other stuff. So it's essentially like, if she not putting your name out there, you got to start over from the scratch. But I was doing so much work independent as far as shows and stuff like that it ended up working out for me. And now to this day that I have this opportunity, I always bring up Shy and Sky from Crush because we was the only 3 bitches at every show, at every interview, at everything. And when you put in work like that, it pay off. So we'll be out of town next week, all 3 of us.
Okay. And we had Shy come through. Drop some bars, you know what I'm saying? You say y'all going on what next?
So we're going out of town. I'm invited. I spoke with Trench House about them, and the label wants to meet them. Just get us some features done. They just basically gonna flat them out for free so they could work with me. And if they want to continue to work with the label, then they will have the opportunity to.
Is this like a Crush reunion?
It's not a Crush reunion. It's
you getting your girls from.
Yes, we all put in that work. We all really tried because, like I said, there was a 5-person girl group that was. If all 5 of us put in that work, we would have been bust. Because but 3 of us put it in. I feel like I should not just get my opportunities and ignore them because we all was working together at one point, really trying. And I love them.
That's dope.
So it is what it is.
Would you okay, I know what you just said, but would you try to make a group with them now? Or would you consider being in a girl group again?
Would I consider you want to know what, for the right bag? Yes. I love being myself as an independent artist, though, and I think that both of the other girls I mentioned are amazing as independent artists too. But again, when we was in that girl group, we had a deal at the end of the line. We just had to get there, but we didn't never get there because of other people. I feel like if the money right shit, yeah, I could work with other women. I ain't one of them motherfuckers. I would rather be a rich teammate than a broke boss. So
is team important to you to have?
Yeah, I don't think you can win really without community and love. I feel like money without love is so fucking miserable. And you know why? Because I grew up without money and the only thing that kept me going was love. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this. That was a great question, Jones. I got to back off Jones. For you, what holds a team back?
Ego, pride. Sometimes it would be motherfuckers in a group that if everybody got to shine, then can't nobody shine. If I'm not the main motherfucker, then we can't shine. And that'd be a lot of people downfall because you got a lot of people on one boat rowing together, it moves faster. But if it's just you trying to, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was a problem with a lot of group situations and a lot of girls in general, or people in general that try to work together. It'd be an ego thing. People can't see the bigger picture. So yeah, and you have to be comfortable in yourself knowing that nobody could be you. And I don't want to be you, so what? Yeah.
Damn, man. Well, I mean, First Lady of Trenches. First Lady of the Trenches.
Asavv.
Is out.
Yes.
Some features on that. One feature that stood out to me, Glizzy Glow.
Yeah, shout out Glizzy.
Y'all
Big Gliz.
killed that joint.
Thank you.
How did you and Glow, Glizzy Glow, get into it with one another?
So basically I did at the time that her and Mimo was dating, I did a We Dat remix, and I had kind of, since they was dating, implement. I was like, I feel like Mimo and Big Gliz because all these bitches know We Dat. And I had performed it at a Rob 49 concert, and the crowd got real turned. I tagged both of them. She's like, yeah, this Rob, we should work. Send me a verse. We'll have to bam. So we just ended up working, and that was that.
That was the only feature on the project.
On that project, yes. This project, I have a lot of more features. And then, oh my God, my next project, I have so many projects already. I be always working, y'all. I think my next project is gonna be better than the last, but the project after that is gonna be cause I got real, nah, for real. And it's not even just the features. I got real stabilized artist features on that third project, but also it's just the amount of effort because my first 2 projects just me getting into Trench House. Honestly, I was happy, excited. I was getting drunk in the penthouse, riding around black trucks and shit like that. And now I'm working, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked in, so it's different.
Let's talk about the new project that's slated to come. What is it? Pink Valley?
Pink Valley, yes.
title.
Okay, so Pink Valley, as you can see, my favorite color is pink. Pink Valley is just basically me giving you an introduction into my world. It's just a little bit about from being broke to popping my shit and being in the hood. Like, my world, it feels like a Pink Valley. Like, it's ghetto, it's raunchy, but it's also real, it's emotional, it's authentic, but everything is pink. Yeah.
So when you see the color pink, what comes to mind?
Happiness, success. Like, pink is like stepping into my femininity, because for so long I had to be in survival mode and just grind and hustle and cry and be like a tough skin, and now I finally have a little bit more support and financial gain. I haven't worked a 9-to-5 job because I've been making money off music for 2 years. This is as an unsigned artist as well. So yeah, I'm finally being able to get in my soft, like, you got somewhere to lay your head now. You can wake up, go to the studio. You got money to go to the studio. Like,
Asavv ain't homeless no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure.
When can people expect Pink Valley, and what can people expect when Pink Valley drops?
So I'll be releasing singles every week from now until February 28th, and then February 28th the project will drop. You're gonna expect to see a few press runs. February 22nd we starting the college tour, so I'm gonna be kicking off at the University of Vermont, performing some songs from Pink Valley. And yeah, you could expect just more energy, more girls, like more other artists involved, just a community of bad bitches working together getting money.
Will 106 in Park be on?
106, yes, that's on Pink Valley.
Okay, because I'm like, it's a single.
Yeah.
Right, and you dropped Villains as well. That was like that was what, yesterday?
Yeah. I'm dropping almost every week. Like, I'm not playing, because also I'm growing like a fucking weed. I will tell y'all, I got signed.
Pop your shit.
I will. I got signed with only 56 monthly streams, and I've way surpassed that. I got signed off potential, and I'm fulfilling my potential. So I'm happy for that.
Look, I'm happy for you. Because I feel like the last time we came through here was about 2 years ago, right?
Yes.
And I was like, shit, we had our moment.
Our heart to heart.
We had our heart to heart behind the camera, and you've been like a little sister ever since. And then it's like, after that, I've been seeing you on social media going fucking crazy. And it's not even you posting the shit. It be other platforms posting your shit and other people sharing your shit. And it be like, damn, she turned the fuck up. And then the show just solidified it. It was like, oh yeah, she out of this bitch.
Many more. I love performing.
If y'all ain't never seen Asavv perform, what are you doing? Because
the only thing she didn't do was jump in the stage. Jump off the stage. That's the only thing she didn't do. But I thought she was gonna do it at one point. Like, I thought she was gonna crowd surf.
Go see a Asavv performance. I mean, let people know.
What our colleges? Would you be hitting up a lot of colleges in Illinois doing your college tour?
Actually, University of Illinois and Eastern Illinois University is one of the only two people who consistently book me. But Columbia. Another thing. But yeah, I will say most of the colleges that book me be out of state. I don't know why that is.
That's
but
a blessing.
That's a good.
It is.
Don't even wonder.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna ask.
Yeah, they'll catch up.
How do you feel like the fact that you get to tap into the college market?
Oh, I feel blessed, amazingly blessed. I mean, I feel like that's a good, fresh market of audience.
Do you feel like they hard to impress?
Yes. Honestly, yes, because it's like young kid, and then a lot of times you open it for somebody they came to see who they came to see. So yeah, but honestly, for me, I never get a bad reaction. I put my biggest foot forward. I make sure all my girls and myself is coordinating. Like, you know that when I came there and I practiced and I put some effort into it. So I think that even if they not rocking with the music, which rarely ever happens, thank you, that they still play into the effort and the performance and stuff like that. So I'm blessed.
I love that. That's the type of mentality that's gonna take you far, for real.
Facts.
Thank you.
I mean, lastly, seeing you open for Cupcake at the Pygmalion Festival, it was dope to hear Cupcake shout you out as well.
Yes.
I ain't forget that. I say that's how you know you rock that motherfucker.
And I appreciate Cupcake. Shout out Cupcake. She's definitely big dog right now in her league, and so it's a blessing. I'm glad I've been. Shout out Queen Key too. We can't forget about her.
Queen Key did perform.
Queen Key showed the stage.
I ain't even gonna lie. Queen Key, even before I started performing with her, because it's like my second or third performance with Queen Key, she already been rocking with me, and that is a blessing, because I came up listening to Queen Key, and I fuck with her. That's a real ass bitch right there.
Hell yeah, how the fuck oh man, shout out Queen Key.
It was
she definitely did her thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
We was
definitely.
Then we
did
left
her
right back
thing.
out. Then we jumped back on the road.
It's so
Crazy.
crazy. Let people know how they can follow you, get in tune. And again, shout out that Pink Valley, which is coming soon.
Yeah, so make sure you go to ASAVV on all streaming platforms. If you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, same name, ASAVV.official_. And we got Pink Valley coming out February 28th. If you ain't already tune in before it's too late, ho. Yeah.
Hey, now. And your birthday?
February 13th. All my Aquarius is in the building. Stand the fuck up. Bad bitches. Reunite.